So this video is someone who has a lot of imagination and patience. If you don't have any of those things, please pass. Otherwise, you will feel the waste of time over here. And this is also a really good video for women. And actually, they lack both of them nowadays. So anybody who can stay up till the end, and this will be multiple series. So that will be a really good thing for you guys. What I want to say is that just imagine this, go into the time zone where you travel to 80s, and for this experiment you have to think that whatever you have learned in the future you have to forget that technology exists, forget that you know anything about geography, forget that anything you know about astronomy, physics or whatever. You don't know that earth is round and sun is the center of the universe, not the earth is the center of the universe. When you go back to 80s, for the first time you open your eyes as a kid and you see above this cloud and the huge landmark which you can see very long and never finishes. You can see the sea which goes there, never gets end. And in that time, the earth, people used to think it was flat, and it actually it looked really flat. If you walk for miles, if you travel sail for a mile, still you will see it's straight. Now for you will be saying this guy is stupid, what he's talking about, the earth will basically look sphere like this. Yes, because now once you have seen thousands of images of earth in a round shape and you know a lot of things out, now it is very easier to say it is not flat or something. For the first instance everybody would have thought it's flat. Why? Because there is a phenomena, right? I've seen this. If some, let's say today I told you my hair is fake, this is a wig or something like this. I've seen multiple, like I've seen Honey Singh or any lot of celebrities, even the Ketan guy, right? Before nobody noticed it was a wig. Before Honey Singh revealed that it was a wig, nobody noticed it. Once you tell somebody that okay, you have a like a wig or something, now you can see it. Yeah, I could see that he doesn't have a hair or something. We could see now the wig is there. Even like we, without the knowledge we could see that there is a wig, but before he revealed we could not say that. Same way I will say my nose are big. Before that you haven't noticed that my nose is big, but now if I tell you, you'll see probably my nose is big as compared to other people or something as more proportion. So this is a phenomena. When you actually know, now you see it like it is actually there. Same way now you have seen earth as a round and everything. But previously, when nobody have thought about this thing, everybody thought it was flat. It was very hard to convince somebody that earth is round. And whole religion, whole society, everything was based on that. Governance law, everything was that. Any guy who was smart at that time, who told the first time, no, earth is flat, earth is not flat, earth is round or something like this, he would have been called stupid. Nobody would have believed him. All the society will come behind to kill him. All the religion will come behind to kill him. Any research which I was doing, nobody would support him. Nobody would marry this guy. He will be an outcast. Even he will have death threats. Even people will try to take death of this guy. Any student or disciple of him has to suffer. Anything who is related with this guy, they has to suffer. And it was such an important truth at that time, because whole machinery, compass, whatever, like all the things which we get now, that was initial breakthrough information. If we didn't knew that earth was round, we do not have this technology what we have right now. We would be so technically, scientifically way behind. So that was a very important information. But for a natural eye, everybody thought it's a story. Still, the date we have flat flat Earth theories, guys. Like there are so many people still thinks this everything is propaganda, and the Earth is flat. I'm telling you, girls, why I'm telling this story. There is a very important lesson for you guys in the end, but I don't want to reveal that now. You have to watch the next few series for this one to get, because I want to give you the prerequisite to understand that thing. If you know it early, I don't think you will understand that. So you have to go through my story. You have to bear my boring story. I don't. In my head, I don't think it's boring. I'm trying to be humble. So yeah, was very tough time to convince people that Earth was round. People has to sacrifice a lot. People had literally given lives to do that. And after some point, they were able to prove it. There was some experiment to show that yeah, Earth is curved or something like that, without actually going to atmosphere. There was no cameras at that time or something. There was no rockets or something. Without those, we have to prove. There was like sea experiment with poles or something, right? Different kind of pole was buried on the sea or something like this, and it was looked through telescope, and their height was like low and down or something like this. Even though with that experiment, a lot of common people still didn't got convinced that Earth was not sphere; it was flat. I would have not felt if my family was not educated or something, I would have not believed that. A lot of common folks didn't believe it. A lot of people only believed when the photograph and everything people saw this or something like this, when they draw maps or something like this, when actually somebody traveled the earth from around the circle around Japan and America and then came back to same place, then people realized it could be like, and those were very little number of people. So this was one of the breakthrough information where everybody was against. Only few men knew it. They fought for it. They given their life. Society and everything was against them. They fought for it and proved to everybody that Earth was around. That is the one part of the story. And this kind of thing is not one time where everything looked like same to everybody. Few only one smart people were able to observe that. Same incident occurs. Same now from 80s, it became 80, 70, 50 or something like this. Society grew and everything. We later found other planets as well, other stars as well and everything. And we made a system that Earth was the center of the Earth and everything was revolved around because it was easier. We could see the moon coming every day in the same pattern. We could see sun coming in the same pattern. Everything was revolving, and it a normal naked eye would never get convinced that Earth was not center. If you look from, forget about all the technology and information here, go back to 1850 or something like this. Now you will feel that it is very hard to convince other people that we are not the center, something else is the center, because it's so natural. It's so natural to believe that Earth was the center, everything was no, like nobody can define that. Still, some men were intelligent and could see through all the bullshit and figured out no, Earth was not the center. Maybe sun could be the center. Maybe something else could be the center. Because the way they tracked the revolution of Mercury, Venus, this was something which was not fitting in. But a normal person would have never believed that. And this was one of the cult thing at the time. Whoever now, because the society are made of those rules, Bible are written from this kind of stuff. A lot of people made religion. Islam is based on like moon cycle and shit and not whatnot. Lot of religious Christianity, lot of thing was embedded with this kind of knowledge. So anybody who comes up with a different argument, he was basically challenging the faith. He basically challenged the God. He was basically challenging a priest and church, which were the government of that time. It's like treachery. So all of the people were against those people who were studying something like this, and they had to bear so much pain. I remember stories where their nails were taken off. Whoever talk about this, heliocentrism it is called. So their nails were taken off. Like people has to suffer. Their books were burned. Whoever did the research, they will hide it. Their books were burned. They will be killed. They will be set example. They would hanged in the public so that nobody would attempt. They would made example out of it. Whoever tried to do something side. So they had to go through a lot of suppression. There's a story about Copernicus, Kepler, Galileo, and these kind of things. There were so many people who were not even documented before that. They have tried and done thing, and a lot of people have lost life. This was like a cult thing. Whoever got associated were ostracized in the society. They were severely punished and something like this. Nobody would marry this kind of people. Nobody want to associate with these kind of people, and they had to suffer a lot. You cannot feel the pain in this tall story. I went through this anime series and I cried a lot watching that. It's called Orbs. Go watch that series. You will understand what kind of pain these researcher has to go through at that time. Because all the society could see that everything is revolving around us. Earth is the center. in this thing. Bible, priest, church, all religious beliefs were made according to that. And now if you challenge that, you are a culprit. You are like a, what do you say, you are like a cancer to the society at that time. And but still men went through that. They never complained, they gave their life, they still stood for it, what is right or wrong, something like this. And they never complained, they never said oof about it. They knew it was important. Whatever the technologies we have, GPS, rockets, science, gravity, what shit not, everything comes from these kind of discoveries, where people saw visibly saw earth is not flat, where people saw visually that everything revolved around us. Still smart mind came up above through the oppressive nature of the society and revealed the truth. Even they had to give their life for that. You talk about operation, this is the operation. You can watch this series called Orbs. You can it is highly rated. I literally cried watching that. I couldn't see through the pain they have gone through just to reveal the truth of the nature in the world. How much science has to sacrifice and do that. So to time where things were naturally visible and to all the common people, and it was not true, right? All the society believed that, and still those were not the real truth. We have to be really smart or something to understand that to whatever the world is projecting, that's not true. Two time happened, one when the earth was circle or something like this, and another when the everybody thought earth was the center. Now same pattern I see today. Same pattern I see that how women are, the views about feminism, the modern culture, society, and everything, the way they are projected to women in the society. All the women, you would find very natural to believe what feminism is right for you. You would naturally believe that Earth is flat. You will naturally believe that Earth is center, everything revolves around us. It's so natural to believe whatever the feminist movement come from, whatever the women in the society is speaking about. They are immature, they haven't seen the world like other people in the society back then in 80s. Same way the feminism, and they talk about patriarchy, oppression and shit. No, you are not in that level as well. The guys, the Galileo and Kepler and Copernicus, they did. You're not even that level. What like suppression is, you go back to the time, they will understand what suppression was. And whatever the lies of feminism you're doing, is same. It's like telling Earth is flat and Earth is the center of the universe. And it's very easy to believe. I know I would have believed that. For a longer period of my life growing up, I believed it. I believed on all those things. It made sense. If somebody today spoke to me, he believes the earth is flat, I would not gonna say bad thing about. I can believe you. Like, bro, it's so natural to believe that earth is flat because it doesn't look so sphere. When somebody come up to me, hey, he thinks that earth is center, I would have pity for him. I would not have hatred for him. Same way when women believes in the lies of feminism, equality, and something like this, patriarchy, everything happened in the world is because of patriarchy. You suppressed us and everything. No, you don't know even what a real suppression was. These people know what a real suppression was. And if you were really brave enough, where is the fight? Why didn't you prove till now? So yes, I can understand, so organic to believe the lies, but trust me, with the smart eyes, somebody who understands this universe, I could tell you it's a big lie, and very little people know that. And there are a lot of men who are trying to convey this information to you. They will be cancelled. They would be punished in the society. They would something like this. But eventually they will come up. We have proved everybody Earth is not flat. We have proved everybody Earth is not center. This will also go somehow. When women will be not the one who will revealing this kind of thing. It will be always the man who will reveal the truth, and they has to give their life. And a lot of people has given life because of these kind of propagandas and lie. Earth, we could not erase Earth flat Earth till now. There is huge percent of people who thinks for Earth is flat still to this day. Same way with feminism and patriarchy, right? You always reason, oh, because of patriarchy, men never gave us power. We always wanted to do certain thing. You suppressed us from the morning. We could never flourish or something like this. It's excuse. It's excuse. If you thought what is suppression, those guys have suppression. when they had to prove Earth is sphere and Earth is not the center. If you really think you have been suppressed by patriarchy, no. There is a huge series which is coming next where I will tell you how we are made to hate each other, men and women. We were not made to hate in hate each another. We were basically made to grow together. And the way society has, I'm not blaming girls for this or women because of you have this happened. There were certain things which happened. I think most of the time it's men's fault. Whoever have more strength, it's their accountability. Men were the leader in 80s, 90s and everything. This is not like whatever you see today. It's not because women did something bad or something like this. It's the men who are accountable. Weak men produce this situation. A lot of weak men came into power through the passage of time, and they brought this thing. I'm not even telling it's you or guys are accountable, but you guys didn't well help. All the women and girls still getting educated, still knowing about us, still, but you guys never helped. And I'm not saying the men deserve the help to preach this truth to the society, but I'm just in general saying you guys never helped. There are few women who speak about this kind of thing, but they are called pick me, and there are a lot of women actually who are pick me. They don't fully grasp that thing in their heart, but they can become pick me. But this is my attempt to explain you one more time. Maybe you guys can become helpful to show the world. You can become that Madame Curie. You can be the Lady Lovelace who wrote the first software for the moon landing or something like this. I don't know if that's true even, but it's very good motivating story for the women. You can be those revolutionary women who help the mankind to reveal some secrets of the earth. But yeah, that's it. You think your patriarchy and shit has happened? No, nothing happened. First of all, these are all the lies. If it was true, you would have fought it, you would have gained it, people would have helped you. There's somebody who suppressed it. But there is no Galileo in your field. There is no Kepler in your field. There is no Copernicus in your field. There is not even Shakespeare in your field who could wrote stories like that. So I hope this video series helps you to understand and see the lies of the earth and not fall for the propaganda for third time. Two already we know, this is the third one. So natural to believe it, but you need a clear, smart eyes to understand and see the reality of the earth.